Hi everyone. Oops, sorry. We are recording an interview with our guest, Alexander. So introduce yourself, Sasha.
Hello, Alibek. My name is Alexander Vinnichuk. I'm the popularizer of the science, radio and science journalist, and a little bit a writer.
Yeah, we really wanted to know something about you. What else do we need to know about you? Anything else?
At first, I apologize for my bad English and for my not so good pronunciation.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Yes, okay.
You know this universe is not perfect, so
Yes, you ask about my personality, yes?
yes. Well, first of all, you are a scientist. You are a physicist, right?
I'm not a physicist, I'm a philosopher by my education, but my hobby is a search in physics, the process of understanding something, physical theories, and etc.
Yeah.
So on.
Yeah, so you probably know so much about this universe. And Sasha, I also want to ask you about your relationship with English language. Why do you think English language is important in this universe, in Rostov, in Russia? Why does an average person in Rostov need English? Why is it important?
Everybody knows that English is an international
Language, yeah.
language, yes. I think to have a wide connections with the people all over the world, I think to communicate with the people with different views, different races, different nationalities, pardon. You understand, I think.
Yeah, and especially when you are a scientist, you can't be a professional scientist without English, right? Because
completely,
you need to
yes.
communicate with different countries, with different people.
Yes, science nowadays is such intercommunicated, such international branch that we can't say that this theory or this experiment is made only by Russian physics or only by Italian physics.
So it becomes really global.
Yes, global science.
And
Completely global.
Sasha, I want to ask you, are you a happy scientist? I mean, first of all, you look like a happy scientist. I mean, you think about science all the time, you are really interested. What does it mean to you to be a happy scientist?
I think scientists and philosophers can clear difficult ideas, difficult things.
You mean finding answers to some very important questions?
Yes, find answers to questions that was like a real mystery in my childhood or in every period of time.
Sasha, could you call yourself a happy scientist?
Yes, I'm happy because I can make difficult issues easier, clear, plain, and can understand the world we live in, our universe.
So Sasha, you just told us that your mission is to make things clear and easy. Does your wife understand your research, what you're writing about?
Yes, I think my wife understands, and I think every person who wrote my articles or who was on my public lectures
Could understand everything.
Yes, acquires the understanding of such pleasant, beautiful things, such pleasant, mysterious, magical universe that we live in.
That's true. I've attended a couple of your lectures. I can't say I could understand everything, but it was quite clear for me.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and let's get more philosophical now. Let's talk about your purpose in life. Do you have any purpose? What does it mean to you to have a purpose in life?
For me, my purpose to create reality. I think that our reality is like a divine virgin, a white sheet of paper, a white book and we can be so creators of this beautiful reality. We can create everything, every artificial thing, for example, in this room, is made by somebody's creativity.
Yeah, that's true. Even this piece of acetylene pie was made by someone. You see, we have a very developed civilization if people can create acetylene pies, you know.
Yes, and we can eat acetylene pie in our cold city Rostov. Today is -8, -9
Yeah, it
degrees
is.
below zero.
Yeah, it is
Below
quite,
zero. Very cold.
yeah, it is quite cold. Yeah. And Sasha, your two children are in the next room. They cry from time to time, but it makes our interview even more interesting.
I apologize for
Yeah, don't worry, don't worry.
for my child.
Don't worry. But I want to ask you about children. Can you explain to me and to our viewers why is it necessary to have children? Why do you need children? I'm really interested. What is the purpose of having children?
The purpose of having children, I can say, as a member of science community and a person with science view on the world, is to widespread, to transmit the genes, the ideas, their view on the education of the child. I can clear my idea, my view. At first, we transmit genes. We transmit our DNAs,
Yeah.
molecules
Yeah,
of DNA.
we know how it works. Yeah.
Yes, and second, we can transmit our view on the world, our kindness, our humanity, all our properties that make us humans.
Yeah. So you mean you raise your child and you transfer this information to your child. You raise your child the way you want him to be.
Yes, you make this idea very clear and
Yeah, I see.
plain.
You know, for me it sounds like, and it's probably right. I mean, I really believe in it, that having a child is like throwing a stone into the future. I mean,
Yes, into the future, into the ages, into the eternity.
yeah, because maybe there will be so many generations of Vinnichuks, people after you who will be like you. They will have information they took from you. It's really important. It's some form of, how can we call it, maybe even digital or informational immortality. I mean,
Yes, immortality.
You become immortal.
Yes, family is the most important thing for me, and my family is a model of immortality of the whole humanity. I think
Yeah, that's-
whole civilization.
Yeah, yeah. And Sasha, I want to ask you, well, maybe you won't agree with me because quantum
The
physics.
piece of eternity is knocking on the door. The
Yes,
piece of
yes,
eternity.
Yeah, your future
It's knocking on the door.
future generations are knocking on the door. Yeah. So Sasha, let's talk about determinism. Many people who know me think that I'm a fan of determinism. You won't probably agree, but can you tell us very briefly? Do you believe in determinism? Does it exist?
I believe in determinism in the level of quantum physics, for example.
So on
In
the
the level-
micro level.
Yes, on the basic level, micro level, or on the biological level, a level of ourselves, of the cells of our body, our organs. But I don't believe completely in the
Determinism on the
in
macro
the
level.
determinism, on the macro level, on the level of our consciousness.
So you believe that we have free will. Again, I will show our viewers a piece of acetylene pie. You believe that when I take this pie from the table, it's really a part of my free will, and it wasn't predetermined. It is my decision to take it, right?
Yes, you can delay your wish to take this piece of tasteful pie. You can delay the process of taking this piece. And in this issue, the free will lies in this opportunity to delay their to do something.
So I have free will, you see?
Yes.
I'm probably a happy person.
But you can't find free will on the basic levels, on the quantum levels, quantum physics, biological, and etc.
Yeah, but still, it's very complicated anyway. And I want to ask you, Sasha. I can imagine how everything works. That we are made of bones, of meat, and everything. But why can we see ourselves from the inside? I mean, you could exist like you exist, but without any consciousness. Why do you have consciousness?
Everybody can exist without any consciousness, like zombies, Chalmers zombies. This is such concept in philosophy, but we can look at ourselves inside our heads because we are so creators of our consciousness, of our self-consciousness.
But still, science does not have any definite explanation why we have consciousness. I mean, it is still very complicated.
Science doesn't have, but I recommend, I advise to our viewers, to everybody to read books of modern philosopher Ken Wilber.
Okay,
He explains this sophisticated, difficult topic.
So it's a Ken Wilber.
Ken
right?
Wilber, yes.
Good. And finally, let's get practical again. Let's talk about money. What is your attitude to money? What does a scientist need money for? First of all, do you like money?
Yes, my attitude. Money is a tool.
You said money is a tool for you.
For a tool for me, for everybody, is a tool. For me, is a tool. But I can create money from nothingness. In my recent book, The Miracle of Nothingness, how to create
Sasha,
worlds.
so many people will probably become interested in you if you say that you are creating money out of nothing. It sounds very interesting.
Yes, I can create money out of nothing, like everything in our reality, in our universe. And I wrote about this process in my recent book, The Miracle of Nothingness, how to create worlds. You can create money if money is not a trouble, is not a problem for you. Money shouldn't be a problem for a person. And you need to pray for the source of prosperity. Every day I pray to the source of prosperity, and I advise our viewers to ask this source, the source of prosperity, to give them money, and the most important thing that you should make only good things.
So you believe that there exists some source of prosperity, and you should be just creative enough to take money from this source of prosperity.
Yes, in our quantum world, in our quantum reality, we can be so creators of our reality.
Yeah, we are co-creators.
Yes, and we can create such source of prosperity. Yes, there wasn't such source of prosperity, but I can create this source.
Yeah, because you are smart, well educated, so it's up to you how you will use your smartness, your brain, your mind, and everything. And finally, Sasha, maybe...
And your creativity, yes. Yeah. We are creators. We create our world.
Yeah, we are
like our big creator, like our God.
Yeah, we are almost like mini gods, I would say.
Mini gods.
Yeah. So Sasha, finally, I want to... Well, maybe you have some questions to me about the universe, about me, about my English club, something you would like to ask about. What is it?
I know that you are a fan of watches.
Yeah, that's true.
Why do you like to collect watches?
Well, first of all, I don't like this word to collect or collection because I treat my watches as a watch family. Well,
Family?
I call it a watch family. And first of all, I would say that it's bad taste if you have too many watches. I mean, I would recommend not to have more than 10 watches. And watches are really interesting to me because they bring so much aesthetics, so much beauty into your life, especially if you are a man. You can be interested in how a mechanical watch works. So for me, it's a part of the beauty of my life. And it's not just about their value. You don't need to be a very rich person to have one or two or three nice watches. It's about your desire to add something beautiful to your life.
And Alibek, what is your favorite model in your family?
Well, I would say, and I can tell you, it's not the most expensive one, but I seriously recommend everyone to think about a Seiko watch or an Orient watch, because those two Japanese companies offer you really good value for relatively little money. So Seiko, it's versatile, it's good for everyone. As I told you, you don't need to be a millionaire to have a nice watch on your wrist. For example, this watch is made in Belarus. I seriously recommend you to consider buying a Luch watch. It's good for everyone, and even if a rich person notices a Luch watch on your wrist, he will realize that you have good taste for watches.
Luch is Belarus company.
Yeah,
yes?
it's a company. It is. I think it was founded back in 1950s. And they produce high quality mechanical watches. Seriously recommended. So, Sasha, anything else you would like to say to our viewers? Maybe you can promote science, saying like people get more scientific or read books, whatever you want. Just tell us.
At first I wanna think that about watches. This weren't an advertisement. We haven't prepared.
It's a very improvised interview.
Yes, improvisation. Yes, improvisation. I think that happiness is near us. It's just like very.
It's very close to us.
Very close to us, yes, very close. And I wish that everybody must be happy.
Yeah.
Must can be happy.
You mean
just
everyone
in the moment of presence, in the present moment.
Everyone has an opportunity to be happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Has an opportunity.
Yeah.
Thanks you for the interview. I'm apologize to my bad English.
Don't worry, your English is good enough. I mean, you can express yourself. And Sasha, thank you so much for participating in this interview. I have a very unusual present. I've brought you some, as I know, you don't eat Swiss stuff just like me. So I brought you some churchkela.
Great. I'm a drawer of churchkela.
You see,
I'm a fan of churchkela. Like you're a fan of watches, I'm a fan of churchkela.
You see, so
it's my favorite dish.
So, boys and girls, you were watching an interview, and I was a watch fan, and Sasha was a churchkela fan, a great scientist, and everything. Sasha, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And
thank you so much.
Thanks for watching English Talk Show interviews. See you next time. And cut. Bye.
See you. Классно получилось.